How to create an irresistible offer. Have you ever realized how many offers there are online that are completely resistible? Ones that really have no oomph, no power, and really almost have you running in the opposite direction as opposed to leaning in, reaching into your pocket, grabbing your wallet and your credit card and paying for whatever the offer is. Well, if you've ever wondered what the difference is between an offer that is extremely compelling and so irresistible versus those offers that are ho-hum boring, I'm going to explain it to you in this video. Also in this video, I'm going to share with you a special resource where you can learn from some of the top internet marketers in the world, the ones that have the $25,000 masterminds and coaching programs, and how you can learn from them all absolutely free. I'm going to tell you about that at the end, and that is a compelling offer. So what is a compelling offer? Well, the first thing that you need to realize is that your offer is so much more than just your product or service. Sure, there's a product and service involved, but what else is involved? Well, there could be bonuses and there should be bonuses, but most entrepreneurs make a mistake with bonuses. I'm going to fix that mistake for you in a minute. But there's bonuses or premiums that should be part of the offer. There is a risk reversal or guarantee that should be part of the offer. Payment terms, if there are any, should be part of the offer. How they pay is also part of the offer. How it's delivered, what it's delivered in. All of these things are component pieces. Your USP is part of the offer. So there's a lot of elements to the offer, but what are some of the most important? Let's talk about bonuses first, because as I said, most entrepreneurs make the mistake of not using bonuses properly. Every bonus should have a reason for being a bonus in your offer, right? That means that you need to understand what are some of the objections, what are some of the reasons why someone wouldn't buy your product or service, and then counter those objections with a bonus. So for example, in my coaching program where I teach entrepreneurs how to grow their online business, some prospects might think, I need to figure out my niche before I could ever hire Rich to help me grow my business. Well, if a lot of prospects feel that way, they end up sitting on the sidelines. And procrastination is the killer of all sales. We want to give our prospects absolutely zero reason to procrastinate. So if I have a coaching program and I'm trying to get as many prospects as I can to become clients of mine, then I need to deal with that objection. One of the easiest ways to deal with that objection could be hosting a special webinar next week where I'm going to help each and every one of the new clients in my coaching program figure out the exact ideal niche for them. Or I could write a report and have that be a bonus, like find your ideal niche in 24 hours or less. Or I could create something that would then actually be another reason to buy as opposed to an objection as a reason not to buy, right? So that's one way to kind of think about bonuses and how they can actually do some of the heavy lifting for you. For us, one of the ways that we use bonuses is to actually give that bonus away for free and lead with it right up at the beginning of the sales letter or sales video, right? That we can basically take our offer and move it into the direction of anything that happens to be sexy at the moment by creating a bonus on that sexy thing and giving that away free when someone buys our product. And so the offer is get this free, this thing that's hot and sexy right now when you subscribe to this, right? So that's another way of kind of using your bonus or premium to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Now, social proof is important, right? But that's more of a marketing thing. Whereas with your offer, one of the ways that you can add urgency, right, with social proof in the marketing is actually to have some amount of limited quantity, right? There's a reason why you can't satisfy all the demand, because when you have more demand and less supply, you create urgency. And what you want to do in any offer is create enough urgency to overcome the procrastination that just normally happens when someone is thinking about making a purchase. Now, let me talk about payment terms really quick, and then I want to talk about effort, and then I'm going to tell you about this great place where you can get all this free instruction. So payments, right? There's many ways that people can pay. You can do pay no money today and we'll bill you, right? You can break payments into a payment plan. You can make it where some amount of the money that someone's paying is, to get the thing, but then there's a variable component after they've gotten the outcome. I've done that. Like I taught people how to use a webinar, how to create an automated webinar, and they paid $5,000 for that. And then after they had made 20,000 or 100,000, they paid the next 5,000. And that was a way to get a bunch of people to spend 5,000 now, but then to get payments of 5,000 later. And I priced it at a price point where I was less concerned about getting the second 5,000, but knew that my best customers would be paying me that 5,000 in addition to the first 5,000. So payments are an easy way to kind of distinguish your offer. And it's another way that you can be different from your competitors. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here that is probably the most important is recognizing that your offer at the end of the day is just the way that your prospects, who soon hopefully will be clients, are getting an outcome. So for example, the offer from Blockbuster versus Netflix, while it's an old and cliche one, is very appropriate here. The offer at Blockbuster is get in your car, drive over to our place, rent the video, drive back to your house, put the tape in the VCR, press play, watch the video, next day, drive back to us, drop it off, or you're going to get a late charge. Versus Netflix, subscribe, press a button, watch, done, right? So Netflix as a business is a superior business to Blockbuster was because the amount of effort that the customers have to do to get the outcome of watching home entertainment was much, much less for Netflix, right? So in every offer that you have, your prospects are busy thinking about what they're going to do with what it is you're offering to get what it is they truly want. The more that you're able to package your offer in a way that feels like it's not much effort, the better off you're going to do with that offer. And this really became clear to me when I saw Russel Brunson, someone that I coached a long time ago, when I saw him create these offers that really gave me the feeling as I was listening to him present the offer that there was very little effort involved because everything was templated. Everything was something that he had used that now he's giving you to use with some slight modification, which just felt like he was doing most of the effort. So now I want to show you this video that is what I believe one of the most compelling offers, and I hope you find it as compelling as I did. You're going to want to pay extremely close attention.
The rules are changing, and if you don't know this information, you're more likely to be on the losing side than the winning side.
I'm really excited about this. Dean Graziosi, Mike Filsaime, Katrina Ruth, Ryan Deiss, the one and only Russell Brunson, Sonia Riccati. We have Molly here, Todd Brown, Roland Fraser, Mike Diller, Jeff Walker, Neil Patel, Dennis Hughes.
I think that there's a high risk of mass extinction of internet business.
Millions of businesses, big and small, closed, pushing us into the worst global recession in history.
The writing is on the wall because things are changing, things are happening.
Change in the industry that's forcing people to evolve and adapt or basically die.
You need to see this to understand it.
Something like that will happen. You can write it in blood.
If there was a tactic or strategy that you were most excited about, what would it be?
We can go as deep as you want.
I call this content sprouting.
These strategies work for any social media platform.
If you believe it's a good idea, you should stick with that.
When your business becomes part of someone's identity, that's when they stick.
This is really crazy. I don't know if I ever shared this with you. Waste the least amount of money to find that winner. That's how you win for $1 a day.
Now, I have people that are on my list for 2 years that are still opening the emails.
To get this many amazing people in a room, just amazing.
We're about to take you behind the scenes. I love what you're doing here. This is amazing.
If you want to know what's happening in the future, tune in now.
There's the link. That's where you can get the free episodes. And to higher profits and beyond, this is Rich Schefren, over and out.